Welcome back, guys. So from what we have here, we want to create a content calendar. So let's do that right away. So I would say or you start this way as a social media manager for Amazon. I want to create a content calendar for a month using this content strategy as a cue to create a content calendar that aligns with Amazon's goals and social media objectives. Objectives on X, okay, formerly Twitter. So we're going to have that posted. We're going to have the content strategy posted after this. I'm going to have this content strategy we created earlier on. I'm going to have it pasted. So I'm going to paste it right now. So since I have okay, so let me copy it. I'll control A. Control A is to select all. Then I'm going to copy. Yes, and I'm going to come back here to paste it right now. So I'm going to paste it right here, and we'll be able to create a content calendar right now. So let's do that. So let's see how it creates the content calendar for us. So we're going to have this is the content strategy, then we're going to have the calendar right now. So the calendar will come below right here. So we have a content strategy, we have a content calendar, and content calendar. Okay, so we're going to have this right now. So we're going to create the content calendar since we have a content strategy already. So here we have Amazon X 30-day content calendar, and we have the first week, we have the second week, we have the third week, and we have the fourth week. Yes, so this is a content calendar. It could go to a year. You could create for a year if you want to. So I'm going to say, okay, so let me copy this. Let me copy this. So you could be creating for every month, or you could create for a year if you want to, or if you have to. So I'm going to copy this. Then I'm going to come right here to create the content calendar. I'm going to paste what I did, what I copied. So here we are, and I have it pasted right now. So this is the content calendar for a month, and this way we have something like this. What we want to do is we can actually design what we have right here. So we could say you want to format the table, and from the table you have every other thing right there. So you could check for your table properties, and in your table properties you see your quick layouts, you see your table itself, and you see the column, you see column data, you see the role, and you see the cell, then you see the color. So we have the table border, we have the cell background color. So the table border is this, and we are going to have like 1 point. So it's going to create the table around the text, which would make everything look okay. So we're going to do the same to this table as well. So to all the table, we're going to do the same to them. So we're going to make it 1 point. So it shows the line. So we're going to do the same to this. We're going to make it 1 point, and it shows the line. Then we're going to do the same to this, and we change to 1 point and changes it to line. So here we have a good content calendar for a month, and you could go ahead to say to create for a year. So can you go ahead? Can you go ahead to create for a calendar year? For a calendar year. So you could create a full content calendar for a year using this, and this is what we have right now. So you see Amazon this 12 months calendar from January to December, which is very okay. So you could have all these themes. So we could say this would always be every month's content calendar, and we could go ahead to jot that down. So we could go ahead to say 20. Okay, so we could go ahead here to say next year's theme. So this will be creating every year for this year. So we say next year's themes. Yes, we're going to have something like that. And all what we want to do now is to copy this. So we have every theme for every month. So we have to December. Then all we have to do is to take everything. So let's copy and let's come here to have a next year themes, and here we are. So we're going to say create the details. We are going to say create the full content calendar from day 1 to the last day of every month. Okay, so let's see how this goes. So I'm going to have this sent, and let's see how it creates the full content calendar right now. And this is it right here. So it's going to give us the full content calendar from January to December. That's the vibe. And here we are. So you could see right here we have the full content calendar, and here we are. So full content calendar continues for all 12 months. So we're going to say we're going to copy this, and we're going to proceed with the prompts. So I'm going to paste this, and I'm going to paste it right here. So it says full content calendar continue for all 12 months. So let's see how that goes. So we're going to see how it goes right here. So we have February, we have March, we have, yes, so we have April, we have everything. So you could be creating every month, not to make the task cumbersome, but right now we'll be able to create a content calendar, and that's how to go about it. I hope to see you in the next lesson. See you there.